You know, it's hard to believe that a year has already passed since the earthquake in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
It certainly is. And today there are still more piles of rubble that need to be cleaned up. There are still so many buildings that have not yet been rebuilt. It's going to take years before the people and the children of Haiti are able to return to a normal life.
But while it's still a daily struggle, there are still thousands of people around the world helping the impoverished country, including our next guest, Guy Melton, who is on a journey to bike for Haiti. Good morning, Guy.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. And I know this is something that touched you and that moved your heart for you to do. Tell me, what made you decide to do this?
Well, this journey started before the earthquake, probably about a year before, because we have several hundred Haitians in our church, in the church in South Florida. And we know that Haiti's been a country of poverty for many years. And I saw a network program about 2 years ago about the slave trade from America bringing Haitian children here. And it just broke my heart. And so I began to pray and talk to some of our Haitian church members about what could we do, and then the earthquake came, and of course then everything focused there. And while we jumped in as part of that, we felt like our call and our mission was much bigger. And even now, the last couple of trips I've taken, it's become a trickle of groups coming over to help, because people tend to forget after it's the earthquake in Japan, it's all the other things. And so what we decided to do, since we are a church in South Florida and we have many Haitians in our church, we wanted this to be a lifetime call. And so as I began to think and pray about what I could do, I speak all the time and I tell everyone what they need to do. But it was like God said to me, you need to make a point. And at 55 years old, I decided to ride my bike to raise funds to help children in Haiti. Do you know you can educate a child in Haiti and feed them a hot meal for a year for $100.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Only $100.
It's amazing. And so you can put in a well. We go to villages that don't have clean water, and there's people dying of cholera simply because they don't have clean water. They're going to the river that's delivering their death. You can put in a well for $5,000 or less.
Unbelievable. And you are a pastor at your local church, and I want our viewers to know that. And what you're doing, and we've been talking about this, is just amazing.
It is.
It's called, you know, you're biking for Haiti, and the task you're taking is huge. Tell our viewers, you're going from Miami all the way to New York.
I've been training, and I'm going to try to ride 55 miles a day over the month of May, and I'll leave Sunday, May 1st, and hopefully sometime the 1st or the middle of June, I'll be in New York City.
All right. Well, listen, take us through your path. You're starting in Miami. What are some of the stops along the way?
Well, there are going to be many stops, but at 55 miles a day, that should take me the first week to get out of Florida. And that's a long way. But then we'll go the next week into Georgia, South Carolina. We'll stay along the coast the best we can. And then we'll go into Virginia, North Carolina, across into Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Baltimore, and then from there into New Jersey and New York. And hopefully by the 1st of June, we'll arrive in New York City.
How many miles are we talking total?
1,500 miles.
1,500 miles.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, you mentioned training, and we've got some pictures of you getting on your bicycle. Tell me about your activities day in and day out with that training.
Well, 2 months ago, it started at 5 miles in my neighborhood with my wife on our beach cruisers, okay? And since that time, I've got a road bike, and I went from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25, and so now every week I'm riding anywhere from 20 to 50 miles a day, and I want to be up to 70 miles a day. So when I start,
the 55 will be a breeze.
Well, I don't know about a breeze. I'm not sure about that, but I'm hoping to have a lot of breeze behind me. I'll say that. Okay?
Listen, I'm with you on that one. You know, we talked about a lot of the people who are supporting you in this, and I know that you're trying to create awareness, and you really are trying to get as many people involved in this cause as possible.
I've had a lot of people actually say to me, particularly those that are closest to me, Guy, you could raise this money a lot of ways. Why would you do this at 55 years old, you know? And because I wanted to make a statement. I want to bring awareness that the problems of Haiti can be tackled one child at a time, one life at a time, one little village at a time. It's not about millions of people. It's not about even Port-au-Prince. There are millions in villages that need our help. And these kids have nothing, but if they get an education, they have the potential to go anywhere. We have many Haitians in our church that have medical degrees. They're in our medical fields in South Florida, and lawyers and business people. It's all because they were able to get an education.
Sure.
And so we're going to do that. And if I'm riding at $55 a mile, and I'm able to raise $100,000. It started at 50, and we've had 80,000 in pledges now. So I'm hoping for 100,000. You can imagine how quick you can educate a lot of kids and put a lot of wells in no time. And so I wanted to bring awareness to this, that anyone can do something, and that's why I'm doing it.
And you're doing something phenomenal.
And it's bikeforhaiti.com, and I brought along, for those that are pledging to help us, even if it's $1 or what I call 1,500 milers, $1 a mile, and we have about 20 of those already, then I give them this bracelet, and it has, and I'm going to give one to you.
I'm going to put so much. Count me in.
Yeah, okay, and I'll give you a pledge card after the show.
Yes, please.
Promise
count me in.
that when you're done, you're going to come back and show us your journey and show us all the stops of people waving to you, and especially when you get to the Big Apple.
I will definitely do that if I survive it.
Oh, you will. You will.
You will.
I believe I will. Now that I'm up to 50 miles and 2 months into it, I believe I can.
Believe you can fly.
You got two girls here rooting for you.
We are
you
rooting
so
for you.
much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thanks.
you.
Great meeting you.
And if you'd like to help Guy out or just follow his journey, go to the web.
Yep, the website is bikeforhaiti.com.